So now to our political part of the interview that can't be separated, of course, from what happens on campus. So most of us, we believe and we cherish the American dream, understood as the promise that each and every citizen and her and his efforts to contribute, to make an effort, her efforts to contribute to society, that they're equally valued. But today, we understand that many people perceive that that American dream is fading away. We legacy, middle class American citizens, our dream of earning a respectable place in U.S. society through hard work, we perceive that it's being stolen. It's being stolen by the offshoring of our middle class job prospects. It's being stolen by elite foreign families conniving with elite American families and jetliners above us, and being stolen by faceless masses of illegal immigrants swimming the Rio Grande below us. We blame a lot of that on the system being rigged, and we blame Ivy League colleges like Dartmouth and elite school systems of rigging the system through so-called meritocracy, the exclusive and unequal system of decision-making for who wins, who loses, and how much. So we don't know maybe what happens inside these Ivy League schools, but we do know that the majority of our nation's leaders in business and politics, they're proud alumni of those schools. So on my way here to Dartmouth today, I drove from Lebanon, New Hampshire. I drove through Lebanon, New Hampshire to get to Hanover, New Hampshire, and I saw what many understand as the rigged system of American Ivy League meritocracy. My question is, how do you respond? What is your response to those who hold Dartmouth alumni, and the Ivy League elite school ecosystem responsible for the demise of the American dream?
Yeah. So I believe in a couple of things. I believe in the American dream, as you described it. I hold it dear. I also believe in higher education, and I believe that higher education is an important, it's not the only way to get to the American dream, but it's an important piece for many people of achieving the American dream. We want everyone, regardless of their family circumstances, to be able to access a place like Dartmouth. Access is hugely important to us. It's why we have worked so hard at financial aid and why our alumni have stepped up so generously. In the last year and a half, we've been able to raise the funds to be need blind in our consideration of international applicants. We had been for domestic applicants already, but we extended that to international applicants. We've been able to put in added funding to support the costs of things like foreign study or study abroad for students who are on financial aid. We've been able to replace loans entirely by grants in our financial aid packages, which will significantly reduce the loan burden. So, through the mechanism of financial aid, we've worked really hard to make sure that Dartmouth is accessible to every student, regardless of their family circumstances. I think what's really important to say, and this does not serve Dartmouth, but it's really important to say, is that what's made this nation great, what has sort of promoted the American dream for, since the Morrill Act, has been our system of public higher education. So at the end of the day, 85 to 90% of the degrees, undergraduate degrees awarded, will be through our public higher education system. And since around 2000, we have been, as a matter of public policy, disinvesting from public higher education across the nation. If you look at per capita funding in real terms, it's dropped precipitously per student at virtually every state. So I think the most important thing we can do to assure the continuation of the American dream is to reverse that decline, to reinvest in public higher education. That doesn't help Dartmouth, so I'm not saying it to serve Dartmouth, I'm saying it to serve our nation. That's something we desperately need to do.